Howdy friendos, my name is Stuart, and welcome to our first look at Grand Theft Auto. Now, we've covered a few M-rated games like Resident Evil or Dante and Virgil. However, this time we're going to be focusing on the criminal underbelly of the Rockstar franchise. And while the first three games didn't have a lot of dynamic characterization with our main characters, that changed with the side game Vice City and its protagonist, Tommy Vercetti. Tommy was born and raised in Liberty City, the GTA stand-in for New York. While originally working in a printing shop with his father, Tommy was picked up by the Forelli crime family. He quickly rose through the ranks, becoming a made man and was getting the attention of the crime boss, Sonny Forelli. Worried about his rising star, Sonny sent Tommy on a hit job, which turned out to be an ambush. Tommy killed a lot of people and was arrested. He never turned in evidence on the Forellis, causing Sonny to minimize his jail time. Now, 15 years later, in 1986, Tommy is released from prison and Sonny decides to give him a promotion to Antarctica, aka the job in Vice City to stay out of trouble. Tommy is incredibly violent, having no problems killing or committing any type of crimes. It doesn't matter how grisly the crime is, Tommy has no issues with doing just about anything. After 15 years in the can, Tommy is ready to look out for himself. That said, Tommy is actually incredibly respectful towards authority figures. If someone has helped him or his position of power, Tommy will obey their rules. It says a lot that he never actually turned evidence on Sonny for 15 years, and he's still bitter about it. So it's safe to say that Tommy is a pretty solid lawful evil. And I know some people may have questions on how we're going to tackle something as open-ended as Grand Theft Auto, but I think we found a good solution. I'll go through more of my thoughts on Tommy in the post-analysis, but if you want to see us tackle more characters in Grand Theft Auto or other video games, be prepared for this cringy call to action. Be sure to punch and kick the like and subscribe button. Keep an eye out for cops. That will raise your wanted level. That's nothing to do with the buttons. Ring the bell to receive notifications to get any jobs from the Loading Crew family that they give you. Share around the video to build up your reputation. And rush down to the comments section like you were going to paint and spray and let us find out who you want us to cover next on the show. That out of the way, let's go.
Sonny, you have my personal assurance that I'm going to get you your money back and the drugs, and I'm going to mail you the dicks of those responsible.
Hey, I already know that. Tommy Vercetti? Shit. Didn't think they'd ever let him out.
He kept his head down. Helps people forget.
People will remember soon enough. When they see him walking down the streets of their neighborhoods, it will be bad for business.
Now a man free after 15 years of jail, Tommy takes a job to go south and oversee a drug trade. Tommy keeps it professional and is civil towards the seller. Too bad someone double-crossed them, steals the drugs, the money, and Tommy barely escapes. Lawful evil.
Got it?
Poke my head out of the gutter for one freaking second and fate shovels shit in my face.
Go get some sleep.
What are you gonna do?
I'll drop by your office tomorrow and we can start sorting this mess out.
Now in crisis mode, Tommy calms down criminal lawyer Ken Rosenberg before actually admitting to Sonny what happened. That takes some serious cojones, and while Sonny is fuming, Tommy swears to find who fucked him over, get the money back, and fuck up the person responsible. I'm gonna go with lawful neutral on that one, since he's trying to make it right. I know that sounds wrong, but I'll explain it more later.
Noches. I understand you are here on the behalf of Mr. Rosenberg. I hope any recent problems have not affected his health or mental well-being, Mr.
Vercetti, he's just got a touch of agoraphobia.
So, much like other video games like Zelda, Tommy has the opportunity to do several side quests and missions. Because there are loads, we're just going to keep things pretty simple and summarize certain jobs from criminals unless they're very, very important. Tommy works closely with the man who set up the trade, Colonel Juan Garcia Cortez. And despite how the trade went, Tommy is respectful, helping Cortez in personal missions and snuffing out the leak. He also gets close with Cortez's daughter, Mercedes. And when things get hot for Cortez, Tommy helps him get out of Vice City. With a promise to watch Mercedes, Tommy says goodbye to a loyal boss. Lawful neutral, and then kind of lawful good, yeah.
You Ken Paul? I'm a friend of Rosenberg's.
Rosenberg. Oh, that bonkers ambulance chaser!
Tommy hits up the local gossip Kent Paul on leads for the drug trade. Finding a cocky thief, who is also a hitman, Tommy murders him and steals his phone and meets with an ally and brother of the man Tommy met at the beginning, Lance Vance. That is actually his name. The two pool their resources and begin looking around. Chaotic evil, then neutral evil.
I really did! And now those Guidos say we gotta do them a favor!
You mean I gotta do him a favor?
Oh, of course that's what I mean. Do I look like I can intimidate a jury?
In order to stay alive and stay loyal in the eyes of the Forellis, Tommy does a few jobs for family friends. This doesn't stop Sonny from calling him as a reminder of the lingering threat up north, lawful evil.
Avery here has a proposition.
Haven't we got other things on our mind?
I'm trying to keep the wolves from the door. So could you please cut me some slack?
Tommy soon befriends powerful real estate mogul Avery Carrington. Avery is always asking Tommy to help with getting new property, getting better prices and so on, and Tommy obeys him. Some jobs involve starting riots and others collecting blackmail. Others are starting a gang war. Lawful evil, God, let's go with twice.
I got some work for you.
This ain't Leo.
Hey, if Leo knows you got his phone, he's gonna kill you.
Maybe Leo's already dead. Maybe I killed Leo and took his phone. Did you ever think of that, prick?
Speaking of gang war, Tommy profits off jobs for the Cuban gang and Machete. He forms a close working relationship with the Cubans, but for the Haitians, that's trickier. Tommy is under, I kid you not, mind control and does the bidding of Auntie Poulier. I'm pretty sure I got that pronunciation right. Because Tommy is suffering from mind control, okay, we'll only count his business relationship with the Cubans, lawful evil.
It's all down to you. What is your name?
Tommy.
I see you soon, amigo, I think.
Eventually hired by drug lord Ricardo Diaz, Tommy serves as firepower for the erratic kingpin. Working alongside Lance, Tommy learns Diaz is likely the double-crosser. Despite his evidence, Tommy actually insists to take it slow since Diaz trusts him. Tommy is already looking for the future, aiming to take Diaz's empire for his own. Lawful evil and neutral evil.
I'm in the middle of something. What do you want?
Nothing. Just to say, look, Tommy, we can do this thing. You and me, no problem. You know what I mean?
Receiving word that Lance jumped the gun on his own, Tommy sacrifices the slow and steady plan to rescue his friend. When his plan goes to shit, Tommy takes Lance to the hospital and plans to move ahead with revenge. Neutral good for helping Lance.
Got some cannons in the trunk. Holy shit. Where'd you get all this stuff?
Been saving for a rainy day.
With Lance patched up, Tommy goes full 80s action movie and blasts his way through Diaz's compound, taking out the prick who betrayed him. Tommy inherits Diaz's home, his equipment, and the remains of his criminal empire. Neutral evil. Arguably lawful evil. Debate it in the comments.
Tommy, what do you say? What do you say we put a bar in...
You're my lawyer, Rosenberg, not my interior decorator. Got it? Listen to me. The time to take over this town is now. It's all out there waiting for us.
It's opportunities all around as Tommy calls Lance, Avery, and Rosenberg to plan for his empire. He quickly begins extorting local businesses for protection money, attacking them as opposed to bribes. Neutral evil twice.
What's the problem, Lance?
It's you, my friend. I feel you're not giving me a fair slice. And more than that, you've been embarrassing me in front of the boys. I can't have that.
As Tommy grows in power, Lance feels disrespected by Tommy. Tommy admits he feels Lance is struggling to keep up, and he would expect to be called out for the same by him. And while it's debatable if Tommy would take criticism like this, we have seen instances where people like Cortez and Avery, where they have given Tommy good advice or stopped him from being rash. So, neutral good.
Hey, Tommy! Glad you could make it. Hey, you ever met Lovefist before?
No, I haven't, but I've always loved your music.
Let me introduce you to the band. This is Percy, Dick, Willie's in the carsy, and that was Jez in the booth earlier. And guys, I want you to meet a good friend of mine. This is Tommy. We go way back.
With his talents as the best gun and go-for in town, Tommy is asked to protect and help international rock sensation Lovefist. Tommy protects them from a creepy stalker, provides muscle for the concert, and makes other connections within the city. Lawful neutral, and then lawful good.
Yeah, whatever. Well, I got the chalkboard you asked for.
That's the benefit of a law school education. The ability to follow instructions.
Even if he is a crime boss, Tommy still falls back on the classic crimes and organizes a bank heist. Assembling a crack team of the best Vice City has to offer, Tommy walks away a little richer. Lawful evil and neutral evil for the robbery.
I used to spend the evenings with him cleaning the rollers. I was gonna follow him in his trade, but I lived a different life.
Tommy quickly takes Avery's advice and buys up property and business. This includes drug factories under the guise of ice cream truck, a high-end car shop that recycles stolen cars that you supply, a money print factory, a porn studio, a taxi company, and a strip club after you spend a lot of money there. Tommy begins ignoring Sonny and swimming in all the money. I'm sure nothing bad is going to happen in the foreseeable future. Neutral evil 4 times.
Some mob thugs said they'd come to take their cut. Said it was a Mr. Farello's money. Oh, I feel like crap.
Finding one of his businesses attacked, Tommy learns Sonny is done waiting and is sent a collector to start taking a cut from all of Tommy's businesses. Even at the risk of bringing extra heat from Liberty City, Tommy stamps out the collector. Neutral evil.
Or is food on a plate, but as much as I love them, I don't want to sleep with them, okay? But right now, your Italian brothers are coming from up there to fit me with some cement shoes.
After pissing off an oncoming Sonny, Tommy tries to trick Sonny into using counterfeit bills. Unfortunately, an embittered Lance sells Tommy out. Caught up with the Liberty City mob and ready to take him out, Tommy channels Tony Montana and battles everyone. Neutral evil.
It looks like you ruined your suit. And Tommy, that was a beautiful suit. Tommy, what on earth happened?
Surviving the onslaught and taking out Sonny and Lance, Tommy and Rosenbung realize they are now free to run Vice City with no more interference. With a bright future, Tommy reigns triumphant in Vice City for years to come. Lawful evil. Tommy was incredibly different from other characters like GTA 3's Claude, who is a silent character and did missions throughout Liberty City. Tommy was loud, vocal, and you knew exactly what he wanted. If it wasn't for Tommy, we wouldn't have had characters like CJ, Franklin, Travis, or Nico. And I really, really want to cover Nico at some point, so be sure to let us know if you'd like to see him in the comments down there. Anyway, Tommy is a pretty straightforward, and Vice City is a pretty fun game. I personally didn't get to play it that long. I'm actually not very good at Grand Theft Auto games. This particular project and video was led mostly by Cinema Freak. Everyone gives Cinema Freak a big, big fat thank you for covering this character. Much appreciated. And he also helped me figure out how to pronounce some of these names. But what do you guys think? Do you like Tommy? Do you want us to cover more Grand Theft Auto characters? Or is there an M-rated game that you would like us to tackle? Let us know in the comments. Stay tuned for next week as we wrap up Zelda month and start our journey into D&D December. Thank you to the patrons, and I'll see you all next time.